Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to give you 8 latest defense updates. Number 1, long range mobile launcher system for loitering munition. The Indian Army is actively pursuing the development of a long range mobile launcher system for loitering munitions capable of striking targets beyond 300 km from truck mounted platforms. This ambitious initiative, driven by the need to counter advanced threats along India's border with China and Pakistan, marks a significant shift from the Army's current inventory of short to medium range loitering munitions such as the Nagastra 1, which have ranges of 30 to 100 km and are designed for man-portable operations. According to defense sources, the Army is engaging both public and private sector companies to meet this requirement, with preparations underway to issue a request for information soon. This move underscores India's strategic push to bolster its precision strike capabilities and adapt to the evolving dynamics of modern warfare, where long-range loitering munitions are proving to be game changers. Next, revolutionizing maritime surveillance with indigenous innovation. Hyderabad-based Eon Space Labs Private Limited, a rising star in India's space defense ecosystem, has unveiled its latest breakthrough, the Buho 225, an advanced infrared imager designed for maritime surveillance. Showcased in April 2025, this cutting-edge electro-optical infrared system promises to redefine coastal and naval operations with its compact design, high-resolution imaging, and robust performance in challenging maritime environments. As India pushes for self-reliance under the Make in India initiative, the Buho 225 positions Eon Space Labs as a key player in delivering indigenous solutions for the national security. Next, irrational response may trigger India-Pakistan nuclear war. Declassified U.S. intelligence reports from the 1980s and 1990s, released amid widespread outrage over the recent Pahalgam terror attack, have raised alarming concerns about the potential for a nuclear conflict between India and Pakistan. The document, published by the National Security Archive on April 22, suggests that while the likelihood of war between the two South Asian rivals remains low, a miscalculation or irrational response could escalate a conventional conflict into a nuclear exchange, with catastrophic consequences for the region and beyond. Next, deploying Bombardier 5000 surveillance jet. In a development that significantly enhances India's intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance capabilities, a Bombardier Global 5000 jet operated by the Research and Analysis Wing has been spotted actively flying missions near the western border. What makes this platform particularly potent is its integration of an advanced Israeli synthetic aperture radar system that allows it to peer deep into Pakistani territory, capturing high-resolution images of targets more than 150 km inside the border. The Global 5000, a long-range business jet manufactured by Bombardier, has been extensively modified for electronic and radar surveillance roles. It is used by RA&W's Aviation Research Center, which operates a small but highly specialized fleet of airborne intelligence assets. Next, Indus Waters Treaty and its application for Pakistani Punjab. The Indus Water Treaty of 1960 is a World Bank brokered agreement between India and Pakistan has long been a cornerstone of water sharing arrangements in South Asia. However, recent speculation about India's potential withdrawal from the treaty following heightened tension over terrorism and border disputes has brought renewed focus on its implications for Pakistan, particularly its agriculturally vital Punjab province. A detailed analysis of the canal network in Pakistani Punjab as highlighted in a recent post by ex-user Vats Rohit. Pakistani Punjab, the country's most populous and agriculturally productive region, relies on an intricate network of canals to sustain its economy. Next, swift response to Pahalgam terror attack. On April 23rd, a deadlier terror attack in Pahalgam, Jammu and Kashmir claimed 26 lives, marking a significant escalation in cross-border terrorism. Amid questions about the Indian military's response, defense analyst Abhijit Iyer Mitra provided a detailed account on X of how an unarmed Israeli-made Heron drone played a pivotal role in the rapid response to the attack. Coupled with coordinated group operations, the drone's swift deployment underscores India's evolving counter-terrorism capabilities despite challenging terrain and operational constraint. Next, Army's advanced light helicopter spotted in action. On April 23rd, a video clip surfaced on X posted by user showing an Indian Army advanced light helicopter Dhruv in flight, promptly speculation and questions about its operational status. The post noted that the entire ALH fleet, numbering around 330 across the Indian Army, Air Force, Navy and Coast Guard, has been grounded for 3 to 4 months following a fatal crash in January with no clear timeline for their return to surface. The sighting of an ALH in action as captured in the clip raises intriguing questions. Has the fleet been partially cleared for operation, or is this an isolated case tied to urgent missions like the recent Pahalgam terror attack? Next, test firing of MRSAM air defense missile system. The Indian Navy's warship INS Surat has carried out a successful test firing of medium-range surface-to-air air defense missile in the Saudi Arabia. The test has taken place before the scheduled surface-to-surface missile testing by the Pakistan Navy in the Arabian Sea. The MRSAM is highly effective against surface-to-surface missiles and other aerial targets. Thank you.